Welcome to People Want to Know, an immigration segment where we take your questions and attorney Jessica Dominguez answer them. Can you say hi to everybody who watches us every week?
I'm not just attorney Jessica Dominguez, I'm his mom.
Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that. Every week. She is my mother. And
I'm very proud of him as well.
Well, I'm very proud of you because you work very hard to inform the community, and this is why we do this segment, to help you guys with your questions that you have. We've been receiving lots of questions about the possible immigration reform, and we are going to this week tell you guys how you can be involved, correct?
Yes, and I just want to clarify, you said the key word there, a possible comprehensive immigration reform. We have been fighting for this for a very long time because we have 11 million people who are undocumented in the country and who need a comprehensive immigration reform that protects the sanctity of families. And that's why I just want to make clear that everyone out there knows that we're not talking about a new law, we're not talking about anything yet, but a possible comprehensive immigration reform.
Right, and I think that's the most important thing that we have to note, especially those people that are looking to get involved in how to advocate for comprehensive immigration reform. Tons of people got excited because the Senate bill was introduced this week, and people got a hold of the 800-page bill and started getting excited and be like, oh, these are the requirements, I qualify, and da.
Exactly.
But what we want to remind people is that there's still a long road ahead. Everything from what everyone's telling us in DC is that we have to continue fighting for this immigration reform.
Correct. We need to have our voices heard. We need to act as a community. We need to be together. The fight has just started. We need to have our voices heard by taking steps to support the community that so much needs this comprehensive immigration reform.
So let's get right into it. This week we received the question from Jaime from Houston on Facebook, and he writes, where can I call to support immigration reform?
That is a great question, Jaime. It's a great question because we need all the support that we can get. And JP, there are many campaigns out there. It would take us an entire day to talk about every single one of them.
Right. Okay, so let's get started. Why don't you give us just a few?
Okay, I want to share at least two of them. They're the two of them that I have already signed up for by sending a text. And the first one is Reform Immigration for America. You can join as well by texting the word justice to 69866. 69866. Or they can text the word immigration to 877-877 to join the Evangelical Immigration Table, an organization of many evangelical leaders coming together to support comprehensive immigration reform.
That sounds great. I think one that I really enjoy and that I follow almost on a daily basis is the Facebook page United We Dream. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of photos, they have a bunch of status updates, they're very well informed, and the activity is just amazing on social media.
And they are a good example because they united themselves. They definitely have a voice, and they have been fighting for the DREAM Act for a very long time. And look, they got results. They have deferred action now, which is only a temporary protection. And that's the reason why we need to continue to support them. We need to continue to express our voices to support a comprehensive immigration reform.
Some comments that we received on our Facebook page was, do these calls, do these letters, do they really make a difference?
Absolutely. JP and I have been to DC on lobby day, right? We go to DC, we speak to the different Congress people, and what do they tell us? They tell us that they keep a tally of the phone calls that they receive pro and against the comprehensive immigration reform. So absolutely, your calls are absolutely necessary. Your texts are absolutely necessary because by texting the different campaigns, you're going to be able to receive information about the steps that you can take to make things happen.
Great, and I think a good example is a lot of people who are disheartened, especially with these last couple of years with the DREAM Act not passing and a bunch of other piecemeal legislation not passing, is they look at certain politicians, for example, John McCain, they look at him and they say, oh, well, now he's back. Well, their job as politicians is to hear our voice. If we're not calling, if we're not mailing them letters, if we're not emailing them or signing petitions, they're going to listen to that other side who's just as much as vocal as we are, correct?
Correct, absolutely, if not even more vocal because they get more calls from them.
Well, great. Thank you for sharing about those two campaigns. Join those campaigns. You're going to get lots of updates, exactly how to have your voices be heard. We encourage you guys to share your stories, talk to people you never would have imagined that would need to know about this comprehensive immigration bill. It's going to be so hotly debated within these next 2 months, and we need to have our voices heard. Thank you for joining me, Mother of Mine, and we will see you next week on
People Want to Know.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.